and welcome to Enable FM 91.5. I am Toyin Liasu.
Enable is an advocacy program. It's a project, actually, here to enhance the business environment, working with business membership organizations, helping them advocate better, working with research institutions, and the media.
Enable aims to build capacity among media organizations by exploring and developing new program formats which help the media to reach out to businesses and to business associations.
There's a lot on your shoulders to prove. And what we are hoping as a project, not for some of us to get jobs and get good pay, we'll move on, is for the government's development partners and the DFID.
My role has been to design a 10-day training curriculum for radio and TV program production. We are talking about programs that focus on small and medium enterprises in Nigeria.
Well, Matthew's lecture concerning on Business Forum was not only just revealing, but it gave pointers as to what to do if you want to succeed in business.
One thing that came out of it was that by the time we did the schedules of most of the broadcast houses that came for this training, it showed that we lacked programs that tackled the lower class. In other words, there were no TV or radio programs that were attending to the problems encountered by people in the small businesses.
How am I going to reach my intended?
The role of Media Village is to facilitate the 10-day producers training on how to improve the broadcasting of small businesses in Nigeria. This training is organized by Enable here in Nigeria, and we're in Jos. It's going really, really well.
From Anne's lectures, I've learned that I need to first, once I power the camera, I need to white balance, focus. That does the trick all the time.
My experience has been that we've come together and we've gathered as a group of people involved with media, and we've been able to just encourage and give some skills to a group of emerging journalists. And I personally have lectured on the production values of what it takes to do good productions. I have spoken on some creative ideas, how to generate new ideas, how to take ideas and to make them into something that's new and fresh. I think my experience has been that I have found the delegates eager to learn. I have found them willing to put in long hours and to ask good questions. And my expectations for the future are that they're going to take what they've learned and that they're going to go make a difference. And I think that's what matters, that this week counts and that they take it back into Nigeria journalism, and that we'll be able to see the fruit of it as they take and implement some of the skills that they have learned this week.
Creative writing, it's getting a message and building lots of ideas from that message. Mostly like a tree growing branches and then having fruits. It's an experience of exploring new ideas.
The course has been quite interesting, educative, refreshing. Refreshing in the sense that there are so many other things that I've learned, and coming here now, it's been like a refresher. And then apart from that, fascinating, especially with the play of words that we always started the creative session with every morning. It's been quite interesting, very, very.
I am responsible for training participants from the radio arm of broadcasting in the use of digital equipment and digital audio workstations, and exposing them to cutting-edge technology and their various applications to digital radio broadcast.
Okay, I found it to be a beneficial program, theoretically or otherwise. For me, the technical department was the most beneficial part of the program because I'm a production person. And it was enjoyable. I enjoyed myself.
My experience, especially in technical journalism, is so encouraging because I was able to pick one or two things that I don't know before. And also in creative writing, it really makes me more creative.
Any course of this nature, I believe, has four key elements. One is the need for the course in the first place. And I believe in this situation, it has really hit the nail on the head. There has been a big need, which has become increasingly evident from the feedback that we've been getting from the delegates that have been on the course. And the way that it has been put together, I believe, has got the right people in the right place at the right time. That leads to the next key element of any course, and that is the logistics and the arrangements and the administration. And I believe with the resources that have been available and the time that's been allowed for it, it has certainly worked. Then there's the content, and we've been able to bring that, and hopefully that has been appropriate for this situation as well. And we've been able to cover a very broad range of things in production that could certainly lead to greater production in the future, certainly in terms of standards, ideas, and the impact that it could have later on in the business communities and in the media community that we find within Nigeria. The fourth component or dimension will be the consequence. And that I've already alluded to, but the consequence is the thing that really counts. How these delegates now take this further into the future, into their communities, and make the difference and see the changes being brought about not only in the industry, but in communities and in society in Nigeria and in Africa at large.
Yeah, the most interesting part of the course that really interested me most was the project management, which you have to define your project, that is the idea, and then you plan it. When you plan your project, you implement it, and after implementing in the sense you carry out the action, and then at the end of the day you need to evaluate your project. It is very, very important.
Before now, I never knew the techniques to conduct an interview, but with this workshop or training, I'm able to learn that whenever you're conducting an interview, you must not ask direct questions.
I didn't start off with everybody, but I was able to key into everything, both with the facilitators and the participants. The facilitators were very exciting, the participants were very enthusiastic, and I loved the field experience. I found out that some of them were already in the business, and it was quite fun. That they still found it very, very useful that they attended this training. It's been a worthwhile experience.
This workshop opened my eyes to the basics of radio news editing.
In the course of the training, I got to understand the major difference between news, documentaries, and mini features, which sort of helped me, in my future writing.
The course was very, very intensive and interesting, especially the creative aspect. I learned a lot from that angle.